Good evening, friends. Today I am going to start a session. This will be my first session. Course code 15: Emerging Gender and Inclusive Perspective in Education. So today we'll discuss the things about inclusive education. Okay, let's start. So you can see here in picture. I have depicted a one picture that shows that one disability students holding hands with the normal students. That means what? That all are united and doing something together. So generally inclusion, the word inclusion means included something to a group or a structure. Let's see the meaning of inclusive education. Inclusive inclusive education implies all young learners, young people with or without disabilities, being able to learn together through access to common preschools and schools with an appropriate network of support services. So, friends, what is inclusive education? Inclusive education means providing opportunity to all children without any discrimination into regular or ordinary schools. ইনক্লুসিভ এডুকেশন হচ্ছে যে সবে মিললে একসাথে পড়াশোনা করা বা একসাথে স্কুলে যাওয়া irrespective of caste, creed, disability, any sort of bottlenecks constant. Learning together is called inclusive education. This is a totally new concept in educations. Now the principles of inclusive education. There are generally four principles I have cited here. So first is the individual difference. These things are given in the books also. You can go through the books, you will find these things. Okay. Inclusive differences. Individual differences. So there are there must be an individual differences. সব তো আর সমান না. Everybody demands, needs, requirements are not same with one another. So the teacher must identify the different categories of special needs children, assess their characteristics and special requirements, and also inquire about the ways and means to offer remedial or interventional services. So this is one of the chief principles of inclusive education. এখানে কি করতে হবে টিচারের যে স্পেশাল নিডস চিলড্রেনগুলি আছে এগুলির তাদের রিকোয়ারমেন্টটা কি, and according to the requirement they should or they must provide the remedial or teaching. The teacher should adopt the new strategies to meet their demands and requirements. So this one is the first principles of inclusive education. The second one is zero rejection. Zero rejection means teaching all the children without any any discrimination. Without any discrimination, irrespective of their abilities or disabilities or any sort of other things. Okay, so here the inclusive education, what inclusive education says that there should not be any rejections. So all you have to study, you have to learn all the children, means teaching all the students. Second, third one is the non-discriminatory evaluation. So non-discriminatory, according to this principle, students with special needs must be clearly identified by the teacher to ensure that they receive appropriate services in the regular classroom settings. And the last one is least restrictive environment. The environment or the ambience where the actual learning process is happen, this should be less restrictive. Okay, according to this principle, the regular classroom should provide the least restrictive environment to all children, especially to the children with special needs such as physically challenged and speech, hearing and visually impaired. Okay, so এখানে কি করতে হইব, এখানে করতে হইব যে যত স্পেশাল নিড স্টুডেন্ট আছে ওদেরকে স্পেশাল কেয়ার করতে হবে। ওদেরকে ফ্রন্টে আসতে হবে, ওদেরকে ভালো মতো কেয়ার করতে হবে, ওদেরকে কোনো ফুললি ফ্রিডম দিতে হবে, অ্যান্ড দেয়ার শুড নট বি এনি সর্ট অফ রেস্ট্রিকশন. If you provide the restriction, then they will stop coming to school. So this thing should be keep in mind. So these all are the general principles of inclusive education. In the books he have given in the books all the principles are elaborately explained. Okay, the next slides is advantages. So advantages, merits and benefits all are same. So I have depicted here 5 advantages. There are lots of advantages and so many advantages are given in the books already. Okay, so first advantage is non-disabled teach disabled. What does mean non-disabled teach disabled? In the inclusion classroom, one of the chief advantage is that disabled children are able to learn from their non-disabled peers. Okay, যারা ডিসেবল আছে ওরা কি করতে পারে, নন ডিসেবল থেকে শিখতে পারে, যারা নর্মাল স্টুডেন্ট আছে ট্যালেন্টেড স্টুডেন্ট আছে ওদের কাছ থেকে শিখতে পারে, ইফ ইউ প্রোভাইড দি ইনক্লুসিভ এডুকেশন প্ল্যাটফর্ম. So this is one of the chief advantages of inclusive education. Now the second one is disabled teach non-disabled. Here the opposite of the above advantage. Here what is disabled teach non-disabled? So the inverse of the above advantage, what I told earlier, being close to disabled child or interacting them by regular basis, how to stand with disabled. সো এখানে কি হচ্ছে যে একটা যদি ডিজেবল স্টুডেন্ট আর একটা যদি ভালো নর্মাল স্টুডেন্ট যদি একসাথে পড়াশোনা করে তো কি হয়, তো নন ডিজেবল স্টুডেন্টগুলি যারা আছে বা চিলড্রেনগুলি আছে ওরা ডিজেবল থেকে শিখতে পারবে, ওদের কাছ থেকে বহুত কিছু শিকারও আছে, যে হাউ টু রেসপেক্ট আদার্স, হাউ টু বন্ড effective relationship, and how to create relationship friendship and all these things. And this also emphasize the social skills also. So this is one of the most important advantage of inclusive education. The third one is building community. What it says that the benefits of inclusive education provides a good platform. It provides a good platform to the community as children learn more from each other than adults. They also form bonds, affection, friendship and relationship. It helps in building social skills in one way. This advantage and earlier advantage is almost same. What I am perceiving. So this is also important advantage, that it helps to create a good community. It helps to create relationship among each other. It helps to create friendship, and it also increase the social skills among the students and children. So the next one is inexpensive efficiency. Earlier education system was there are separate for disabled student and the normal student. The disabled, all the disabled students have a other some of the disability. In the past, children with disabilities used to go separate schools for learning from non-disabled, but due to the adoption of inclusive education, all children can learn together. As a result, minimum funding will be required. So there is a cost-effective concept here in fourth point, that if you provide the inclusive education system, then there need not to be need to be separate, build a separate school and all. So this is also one of the most important aspects or advantages of inclusive education. Provide opportunity to teachers. I say provide opportunity to teachers. Teachers get opportunity to expand their skills and techniques. They should be busy with identifying the needs of special children, and according to the need, they will be able to find out new teaching styles and methods. So here the number 5 point is very important. So teacher has a good platform to increase their skills and teaching styles. So it also provides an opportunity to teachers to expand their skills. So these all are the advantages of inclusive education. Now the barriers means challenges for implementing inclusive education. So we have seen the advantages and now we will discuss the challenges in implementing the inclusive education. The first one is effective planning. So we know what is planning. Planning means what to do, how to do, when to do, and how to utilize the resources. So these are the things we do generally before doing anything. So effective planning is must, and if your plan fails then the entire program will be failed. So these are the these one is the most important challenging and barrier challenge or constant or even a bottlenecks of inclusive education. The second one is physical barrier. Physical barrier, let me show you some pictures. So you can see in these pictures that one girl is crossing a river or canal, you can say. So if you see that a disabled, if you see a disabled student, will you, will he or she able will be able to cross this road? No, it will be very difficult for her or him. So these are the physical barriers which we have, which we have to keep in my mind, and these are these challenges or constants in implementing the inclusive education. The next picture, let me show are some other pictures. So toilets, this is one of the most important experts in every schools and education centers. If you do not provide the appropriate toilet for appropriate persons, then these will be all also a constant. So these are the physical barriers actually. The next one is inappropriate curriculum. Curriculum, we all know that inappropriate curriculum, curriculum should be based on the needs or requirements of the students. And untrained teachers, untrained teachers হচ্ছে যে টিচার, একজন টিচার একজন ডিসেবল স্টুডেন্টে কিভাবে পড়াতে হয় যদি না জানে তো সে পড়াতে পারবে না ভালো মতন। দিস ইজ কল আনট্রেন্ড টিচার্স, and the proper training should be provided to the teachers, and which is quite impossible in broader concept. So this is also one of the challenges for implementing the inclusive education. School location also comes to the physical barrier, which is also an important barrier or constant. Economical conditions, this is also one of the barrier of inclusive education. In the classroom of inclusive education should be appropriate. There should be a proper visual gesture, gadgets, and there should be proper recording system. Their classroom should be hygiene. So much resources should be implemented or adopted for proper for giving proper educations. Developing disability awareness, the awareness among the students, the society about the disability. Some society believe that the disability students won't be able to do anything. So there is always a negative attitude. So this attitude should be reduced. But in the in country like India, the it is also a problem or a constant for making aware of the people that disability student can create the nations also. So these are the barriers or constants of implementing inclusive education. Now key factors for inclusion to be successful: attitudes, skills and resources. Attitudes should be good. অ্যাটিটিউড থাকতে হবে যে ডিসেবল স্টুডেন্টরাও কিছু করতে পারবে, স্পেশাল নিড স্টুডেন্টরাও কিছু করতে পারবে। স্কিলস, অ্যাপ্রোপ্রিয়েট স্কুল স্কিলসগুলি ইমপ্লিমেন্ট করতে হবে, অ্যাডপ্ট করতে হবে, ডিপোর্ট করতে হবে, তাহলে যা সাকসেস হবে। রিসোর্সেস, দিস ইজ ওয়ান অফ দ্য মোস্ট ইম্পর্টেন্ট ফ্যাক্টর for inclusion to be successful. Resources should be utilized should an optimum way, so that all the children get quality and effective educations. So an inclusive approach to education for all. So this was all from my part. So if you have any query, then you can ping me, or if you have any comments or suggestions, then you can write also. I will try to give you some slides on next Sundays probably, and please go through this. I will provide you the slides also, and thank you once again.